So do we believe in UFOs?
I don't.
You don't?
Doesn't matter.
Really?
Nope.
No, it doesn't
Really?
matter. It doesn't matter if we believe anything or not. We're going to
How could
investigate
you
something.
not believe in it?
I don't.
But okay, so what do you think all these flying saucers are and all these things
They're
that we
military
see in the
drones.
sky?
Oh, okay.
But they're proven not to be, and the military are often the ones that are people who are finding them. They're the ones who are
Off
photographing
record, I
them.
can't talk about it, but my son is an F-16 pilot for the Air Force. And is in,
yeah, but that's okay.
That doesn't matter.
in India right now.
Let her go.
Good afternoon. I'm Tiffany Rothman from Filter 90211. My wonderful co-host not feeling well today, so he's already missed. So Chris Long, I hope you feel better, and I miss you. But now I have two wonderful, wonderful people with me. To my right is the actress Callie C. Ryan, and to my left is Elisabeth Carter.
Yes.
Welcome. Thank you so much for being here.
Of course.
And it's an honor sitting here talking to you two wonderful actors.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So now, what should we talk about?
I guess UFOs.
Yeah, UFO, yes. So the interrogation of Travis Walton movie special. Well, that would be great. We should try to put this together, and we can go do a documentary or something.
I
on
think
it.
so.
Okay, I'm going to start out by saying I don't believe in UFOs.
Okay, that's okay. You have the right to all your feelings and
That's
thoughts.
right. You have the right. But it just doesn't make sense to me
Why?
when there so many people have seen them. Even the military have seen peculiar things in the sky and photographed it, and they can't tell what it is, where it came from, and it is there. It exists. All these things exist. Not only that, but numerous people have spoken about their experiences, how UFOs came and took their body and did things or whatever with them. And you believe that it's all made up, that these people are just joshing?
I have done so many surgeries in my lifetime, being 60 years old. And when I'm under anesthesia, my body releases into a different zone. And I think these people are maybe taking chemical enhancements.
No.
I
Okay,
don't-
so here's one. Steve's mother,
Who's Steve?
my dear friend,
Okay.
his mother, who had 10 children, birthed out 10 children.
Oh my God.
Bless her
and
heart.
raised them single mother, is the most spiritual woman I've ever met in my life. And she had an experience with a ship coming, and a whole thing she could talk to you about. And this woman would never lie, never. And she'll tell you about it
Where does she live?
in Florida.
And in the city or out on the boondocks?
In the country.
In the country.
Way in the country.
Dogs are-
Country people.
Okay, so now let's read about Travis.
Yeah,
Okay,
good
let's
old
read
Travis.
Yes, you want to start reading and talking
Yeah,
about
Travis Walter's story is one of the most well-known and controversial cause in the realm
Cases,
of UFO encounters. The incident took place on November 5th, 1975 in the, how do you say that?
Sitgraves?
No.
in the
Appalachian
Apoc
Sit-
Oh,
Grave?
thank you. National Forest near Snowflake, Arizona. Walton, a logger, was walking with a crew in the forest when they reportedly spotted a strange glowing object in the sky. Wow. Curious, Walton approached the object, and suddenly, a beam of light shot out from the object, knocking him unconscious. His crewmates, witnessing this, fled in terror, leaving Walter behind. When the crew returned to the site shortly afterwards,
Walton was gone. A manhunt ensued, but despite search efforts, Walton could not be found. His disappearance lasted 5 days, leading into a fury of speculation and even accusations of murder against his fellow crew members. Then Walton reappeared. Disorientated and confused, several miles away from the site of his alleged abduction, he claimed that he had been taken aboard the spacecraft and was held by extraterrestrial beings. He described his captors as small, bald creatures with large eyes, and also reported seeing human-like beings with hair.
His story was met with speculation by many, but Walton stood by his claims, even passing a lie detector test. Wow.
There you go.
There you go. Okay. Thought the results of such tests are often disputed. Critics argued. The story was a hoax designed for the financial gain or
Did you
as
wanna
a
read?
way to get out of the work
Go
contract.
Despite the controversy, Walton's story has endured as one of the most compelling and well-documented UFO abduction cases. Whether you believe his account or not, the incident offers an intriguing look into human encounters with the unexplained.
There you go.
Imagine if that were you. I mean, this is November 5th, 75.
75.
Okay.
I should came here after Halloween. I remember my very first Halloween in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. And a few days after that, this happened. I think I vaguely remember something like that.
You
But
remember it being aired and spoken
right, but I
about?
couldn't understand it at the time. Because I
Right.
just
You didn't
came.
speak English.
Right. All I was saying that if I knew English was this
Yeah.
difficult to learn, I wouldn't have come.
But now, do they talk about UFOs in your country?
No, I was too little. I mean,
Oh,
it's-
you wouldn't. Yeah.
I wouldn't
It's over your
remember.
head.
Yeah,
Yeah.
When they talk about it, I should look at them and I say, okay.
Right.
Okay,
right.
Long Island, New York.
Yeah.
In 75, my birthday, December 1st, I was in the 7th grade,
Okay.
and Daddy was a homicide detective, Long Island, New York, New York City, and I remember this story being aired. And Daddy and I spoke about it. I'm the youngest of 6 kids, all 1 year apart. And Daddy said, it's a hoax, because he came upon a lot of criminals, in his word, criminals, trying to get celebrity status. Remember, we lost a lot of people in the year 75, the showbiz people, and a lot of faces were dying. And to counteract the actors away from the host, someone has to create a storyline to give attention. So I'm going to stick by my deity, stick by my deity. Yeah, my daddy
Well,
of New York.
do you believe that people landed on the moon?
Well,
No.
yes,
You
I
do?
do, but
Okay.
the UFO is a different statue. You know, every movie with the ET with the big eyes, it's
Yeah.
like it's so plainly
E.T.,
blunt.
come home.
I love E.T.
I love ET
E.T.
too.
Go
Oh,
home.
oh, I'll take
Home.
ET home, and I'll take good care
When I
of
was
him.
at Michael Jackson's, I didn't know this, so I'm upstairs and we were in his bedroom, and I'm talking, and all of a sudden I feel this thing on my leg. He had the ET doll come over and lift up my skirt.
The robotic doll.
He has it. And
He had, of course, with
and
the money.
I was like, and he's over there laughing. I said, Michael. I mean, he was such a prankster.
Just go into why you knew Michael over the monkey. Remember the monkey?
well.
Oh, your baby.
I used to have a rhesus monkey, which was 30
Oh,
intelligence
my
from a
God.
chimp.
So heavy. It's
Adorable,
like
huh?
Yeah, really gorgeous. And that was my baby.
It is.
And so Michael was interested in having people come over that knew monkeys and how to deal with them and this and that, because he had a chimp. So I came over. So through a friend, I got to meet Michael and
With the
That's
baby.
sweet, yeah.
Your
Yes.
baby.
Well, his baby. Mine was gone. My ex-husband gave her away. We won't talk about him. But yeah, so it was fun. But back to UFOs. I do believe it's so dominant. There's so many people that have situations with them. How could it not be true? How could it not be true?
Some of the key skeptical points
Oh,
include
Oh.
lie detector tests.
Yeah. Now you believe in lie detector tests.
I do.
Walton and his
Yeah.
co-workers took a series of polygraph tests. Why the initial tests were reported as passing, later examination by other experts called these results into question. Critics also note that lie detector tests are not foolproof and can be beaten.
Well, they say you can beat them, but it's really, really hard, because I did a lie detector test just for the heck of it. I wanted to see what happens. And what happens is they hook you up, and so you can be conscious of, like, you could say, okay, I'm going to just meditate. I'm going to be in a meditative state and just calm and composed and keep my breathing clear, steady. But there's something else. They hook up your finger, and that is your cells, and the other parts of you that you really can't control, or I guess maybe you can, I don't know.
That's right. Come to think
So-
about it, someone told me she didn't pass because when they asked for her name, she said something, and they said because you messed up on your name. And that's
Right.
not-
Oh, my God.
Yeah, to pass a lie detector test when you're fibbing, I believe is excruciatingly difficult. I don't know if that's the right word, but seriously difficult, because it goes into your personal, like, that type of electricity and nervousness that one has. It picks up on all this stuff. So I don't know. I think lie detector tests are really hard to fool. That's my feeling.
Okay.
I know.
So where are we
Okay,
at
where are
our
we?
script? So,
Financial motives. Up at the top. Financial motives. Next
yes, right
page.
there.
No. On the back.
Thank
Financial
you.
motives.
Where's my financial motives? Okay,
By the
skeptical
by.
suggests that the incident was a hoax perpetrated for financial gain.
That's what you think.
That's what I think. But Walton and his crew were behind on their logging contracts. Some skepticals have proposed that they made up the abduction story to void the contract without penalties. Additionally, Walton made money from his book. Oh, he has a book. Oh, okay. And has a book and movie based on his experience. Where's the movie?
It's out there. You could see it.
Where?
Go on and rent it.
Oh, okay.
Lack of physical evidence. Despite the
know
claims of incident, there was no concrete physical evidence to corroborate Walton's story. Skeptics often point to this lack of evidence as a red flag.
Oh, how do you say that word?
Inconsistencies.
Inconsistency in the story. Some skepticals point
Skeptics.
out. Yeah, skeptics.
We're all great readers.
Inconsistencies in Walter's
Where's Paul?
accounts over time. Yeah, where is Paul? He's a good reader. However, Walton and his supporters attribute these misquotes. Is that right?
Misquotes.
Oh,
correct.
I'm so smart. And misunderstandings. What is that S? Is that a dollar sign?
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Oh,
okay, next,
no, no.
these things is repeated and then possible hallucinations.
Oh.
Some skeptics suggest Walton may have experienced hallucinations caused by fatigue, stress, or other factors. This theory posits that Walton genuinely believes his experience, but that it didn't occur in objective reality.
The National Enquirer's involvement. The involvement of the Enquirer, a publication known for sensational stories, and often offering a reward of proof of extraterrestrial encounters, is often highlighted by skeptics. These boogers.
Well,
Walton's story won this award, leading some to believe the incident was well-crafted hoax for a prize. Baloney.
Okay, so here are a few that have been mentioned. The polygraph test. Walton initially failed a polygraph test on a game show in the 1970s.
oh, I don't like this.
Something his detractors say is evident he's lying. Walton has argued that the test was rigged against him.
I don't like
I
this
believe
at all.
that. I believe that.
I disagree.
What?
He's a liar.
No, he's not.
Read the details.
Yeah, details of UFO. The descriptions of the UFO and the beginnings of encounters have been said to change slightly in different tellings of his story. For example, Walton's has various
Variously
thank you
implied.
described the aliens as typical grays and as more human life
Where is she?
beings. The duration of the abduction. In
Okay.
some interviews, Waltons has implied that he had aboard the spaceship for longer than 5 days. He was missing. Oh my God. However, in the written accounts, he suggests he was unconscious or had a dreamlike state for most of the time. The aftermath of the abduction.
Okay, wait a
Oh.
minute, because they said that he was out, right? And he was out for like 5 hours or something.
No, 5 days. Elizabeth,
days?
do you think I can survive?
that's-
I already drank about 4 bottles of
Okay.
water
Yeah.
in less than an hour. Where's the water consumption for human beings?
It's irrelevant.
Oh,
when
it
you're
is?
on that plane, it doesn't
That
matter.
spaceship?
I mean, yeah, they take.
Oh, I don't want to be taken
knows
by
what
a
they do?
spaceship. I really don't.
Well,
I
then
hope-
you hopefully won't.
Hopefully you
But
won't.
I
live in
wouldn't
the
mind.
city.
I
You
think
would
it'd be
love
fun.
it. You would love it. You'd be like, come on, bring on the feed me.
Let's
Not
meditate
me.
together.
Yeah, right.
Let's
She
meditate
would.
together. Center ourselves and find
Yeah.
our
Let's
spirit.
get Shirley
Not-
MacLaine.
yeah, that's her. That's my
Shirley
Elizabeth
MacLaine.
Carter. Yeah, not me. I'm a simple girl.
But
Simple in my home.
but you pray, you meditate.
Yeah, I meditate.
So what happens when you go out of your body?
I don't.
Oh. Okay.
I meditate, but I'm in my body. There's
Yeah.
a difference, but
Yeah.
I feel, whether it's true or not, with this poor soul who is now a little older than me, what he feels is his reality.
It was his reality.
It is, whether it's true or not, I can't factor the fact that he lived it, he feels it in his body, mind, and soul. So for me as a human life, to judge him is wrong. I
Yeah.
will honor what he says
Okay.
and just welcome where he's at.
Okay.
That's how I feel.
So you're not going to believe it, but you'll listen to him and
Oh,
accept
yes,
it from
yes.
his point
I've
of view.
done that numerous
That's
times in
good.
my lifetime.
That's good.
That's right. She
That's
married
good.
3 times.
Yeah, 3 times. Yeah, I have.
You know what?
And maybe 4 and 5 and 6. Who knows?
No.
Hopefully not. Hopefully not.
You got a
Hopefully
good
not.
one. Yeah, I have a good one. He is
Yes,
good.
yes.
Well,
you know, you
all
read
right.
the National Enquirer, right?
Yeah, I
They
love.
continue on,
Yeah,
on,
yeah,
on,
I
the-
love
on page
that.
4. There's some more under the
Yeah.
National
Yeah.
Enquirer involvement. It
Yeah.
said like Walton's story won this award, leading some to believe that the incident was a well-crafted hoax for the prize.
Oh.
No. Well, National Enquirer, you can't
I
believe a
love
word
them.
that they
I
say
love 'em.
anyways. Look at what they did with Trump and all that stuff. So
I
forget about
love
it.
the
Forget
National.
about it.
No, I buy
No.
every week on the newsstand.
And you
I have a
believe every
subscri-
word.
I do. I'm sorry. I do.
Hey, she must have a lot of fun.
I have
guess
fun.
so.
I read everything.
Now that's entertainment.
Let's do it. Let's do octave. Actually, I'm the soprano. You're the alto. What are you?
Okay.
We'll do it.
That's entertainment.
That sounds
so
pretty good.
where were
Okay.
you were here?
Oh, I'm not sure.
Okay.
The
know
National
where we are.
Enquirer. And are we
National
reading
Enquirer.
through?
Yeah,
I'll tell you this. This guy I want to meet. So I'm going to travel to Arizona.
Yeah.
Am I going to Arizona, George? Anton?
Yes. Yes.
Anton pictures.
Yes, we're going.
Okay,
Yes,
we're going. We're
for
going.
Sure going.
Okay, we're going.
100%.
Okay,
100%.
can I have a little acting role in there? Maybe a cop or something?
But there's no acting. This is true.
I know,
This
but
is-
can I have a
this
little
is-
camera time?
Of
if
course.
I'm
Okay,
traveling,
of
can I
course.
have a little
Of course.
camera
How about play a
time?
reporter?
Oh,
you can pretend to be a
and
reporter.
I got the
yes.
microphone.
Oh,
I
you
got
love
it.
that.
Oh, I
She's
love
got that.
I
She's
got
got
reporting.
that.
That.
She's got
Oh
that.
my God! Can I play the? Oh yes, I can play
Okay.
the reporter.
Yay! There you go.
I feel
Except
s-
you can't be
What?
disgrunting
Oh,
to him,
okay.
right? You're going to
No, I'll
you're
be
accepting
nice.
his truth.
His truth.
Accepting
What about
his
the
truth.
impact?
Yeah,
The impact of the Walton case. Discuss how the Travis Walton case has influenced popular cultures, including the 1993 film Fire in the Sky.
No, that's good.
The role of technology in investigating UFO cases. Discuss how technology such as AI and modern recording equipment
There you go. There you
can
go.
potentially and new dimensions to investigating cause like
Cases.
Walton's. Oh, cases.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I
Okay.
mean, it's all
Questions.
intertwined.
Do your questions.
Questions.
It's all
Yes.
intertwined.
What are your initial impressions of Travis Walton case after reading those articles?
I'm going to go
You
with
guys-
it never.
You guys going too fast on the paper.
Okay.
Oh, we are? Okay,
Okay,
so,
so we can
keep
talk about
talking.
it, yeah.
So
oh,
talk.
oh,
Take
I'm
time.
going to talk.
Okay, talk.
Okay.
Talk.
It didn't happen.
Okay, so that's what
So
that's
he
your
just made
initial
this all
impressions.
up.
You feel that Travis Walton
A
Made it
fibber.
up.
A
I
fibber.
think he wants
Travis,
to be
yeah,
in the
Walton.
limelight. I'm
Okay.
sorry.
Okay. Okay.
I may really like him. I may even buy
Probably.
him coffee at Starbucks with a little
Just
biscotti
chit chat.
and,
to chit-chat.
and chit chat. But you know,
Because he's got a good a very vivid
oh, I love it.
imagination.
And a movie and a book should be
And a-
done.
well, it
I
was.
mean,
It was.
But
He's behind you.
He's behind you. Look behind you.
oh,
look
I'm
behind
looking.
you.
I'm looking behind me.
yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm
the other way.
looking.
Look the other way. Okay.
Oh my God, he looks like my father-in-law. God bless you.
Which one? Paul's father look
My
like that?
husband, Paul.
Paul's fathers look like that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he does,
No,
actually.
yes,
Yeah,
he does,
he
right?
does,
You were
yeah,
at my
yeah,
wedding. Yeah, you met him.
Of course.
A good soul. And you know what? If he lives up there and that experience happened, this is what I'm going to say. It's good for him. It really is. And I honor him.
Well,
And
it
if he-
depends. Some
Oh,
people
boy.
don't have good experiences. Some people
Well,
are
he came
really.
back.
He came back and he was
5
fine.
days.
Right.
Yeah.
But a lot of people come back
Yeah.
and they are not happy. They feel that their organs were violated.
Oh, I
Some
hate
people say their
violation.
organs were taken
Ugh.
or something. I don't know if that's true or not.
Oh, are you
But
serious?
yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
that's
that the beings in outer limits are
Oh.
interested in discovering and learning about our bodies.
Well, I'm not on
I mean,
board
we're probably
for
their
anyone.
ants or dogs or something to them in their world, in their sphere, but
Oh, I don't like it. I
There- but-
really don't.
but-
I don't want anyone touching my body, but
No,
just a
no.
few.
well, I think we'd all feel that way. But,
But you know what? That's a very good point,
Yeah.
Elizabeth. Because Travis was gone 5 days,
Right.
and came back.
that's a long time.
I want to know how his body function dealt with that up there in the UFO or on Earth. I know I just drank 4 bottles of water, and how does that work?
Maybe when you're up
Tiffany?
there, you don't really need so much.
Exactly. I think you're
Yeah.
on a different plane. You're on a different, different
Okay.
frequency where the
Okay.
body is in suspense.
Oh, I
Also
see.
wonder how much weight we will lose. if
Oh
we go
my
up
God!
there.
Am I going to lose weight up
No,
there?
we age. It ages you.
Oh, forget it.
Yeah,
I'm
so
not
that's
going.
why,
I'm
yeah,
not
when you
going.
go to the moon and stuff, it's very aging.
Wow.
Oh, the gravity.
The gravity.
I think the gravity,
Yeah.
right? The-
Oh,
the-
goodness.
Oh,
No,
forget
no, no,
that.
no,
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 we-
I barely have money
we're
for
too old.
fill-ins. Oh, no, I'm not doing
We
that
embrace
shit.
our age, but we don't want to.
No way.
It's okay.
Oh,
It's-
my
Can you check if
God.
I put the story at the end of the script. I think
Yeah.
it's the full story.
Yeah, I know
It
you told
is.
me.
They search for him, the police and everybody.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, we're-
I'll read it
Wow.
later.
Oh, we going
We're not
okay.
there yet. We're not there yet. We're
not
on
there
page
yet.
4. That's page
You said we
10.
were
us
going
to
too
move
fast.
Yes, it was my mistake as a director.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Okay, second, next.
Okay.
Given the criticism and skeptical views surrounding the Walton case, how do we approach this potential investigation objectively?
Because his block is too loud.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
it is? She
Too
sound- I
loud?
thought
Okay.
she sounded
Sit
very
back,
sensual.
yeah.
Okay.
I thought it was gorgeous.
Okay, given the criticism and skeptical views surrounding the Walton case, how do we approach this potential investigation objectively?
I don't know where you are. Yeah.
Question
So how
number
do we?
two, yeah.
So how do we think of
How
it
do we do it?
objectively? Objectively,
I have no objections.
I think objectively. Oh, thanks. So
Oh
you give
my
it to him.
God!
hi,
Look
Sean.
who walked in.
Sean Fancy.
Sean Kelly C. Ryan. I'm an actress, producer, director, and my best friend of 38 years,
Hello.
Elizabeth Carter,
Hi.
actress, writer.
And these guys were in The Young and the Restless.
We were at different times.
Different times.
Different times. I did 12 episodes.
Wow.
You did.
know all this.
Oh, yes. And you're going to read our script.
Yes, you'll have to forgive me for being late. I got turned around all
That's,
the way.
I
We
know,
did too.
I know,
We did too.
us too, us too,
And the
yeah.
road
My
being
my
blocked
husband
didn't
dropped
help.
us off.
Ah,
Yeah,
well, I-
yeah.
I-
And where do you live? Whereabouts?
I wish I had somebody to drop me off.
Well, I
know.
asked him to drop us, but where do you live
I live
abouts?
in West Hills.
Oh, you drove.
Pretty. Very
Oh,
pretty.
Commitment.
Look at his dimples. Look
Triumphant.
At those, look
Yeah,
at those dimples.
He's gorgeous. He's gorgeous.
cute.
He's
You won't
gorgeous.
believe what I had to go through to get this.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh, seriously?
In my true
Shaving is hard, right?
No touching the mic.
Okay, so
Oh,
now.
no touch.
So we were.
Oh, we need
Sean.
a script for Sean.
Yeah, Sean, we will answer question number 2.
Is Sean coming with us
Does
to
he get a
Arizona?
script? Yes.
Yeah.
Arizona?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're
When's the flight?
no,
we're
we're
dri-
driving.
We're driving. We
Driving.
chip in and driving.
And don't
Do
yell
you
in
want to
micro-
be in the
don't
film?
yell
I
in
got every
microphone.
uniform.
No yelling
I'm
in
going to be in the
microphone.
documentary.
You have to put
I'm
the
going to
back.
play a news
Yeah,
The
yeah.
reporter.
microphone, yeah.
Oh my God.
Do you
Yeah.
want anything? What are you going to be? I have the uniforms.
I don't know. What's available?
Available.
Alien, too.
I have over.
He can be an alien. Yeah, Sean.
An alien?
Given
love
the
you,
criticism.
Oh, that's so sweet. Very kind of you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yes.
Okay, speak one at a time and don't yell into microphones.
Oh,
Thank
okay.
you.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, now let me read this again.
Okay. Okay.
Sean, given the criticism and skeptical views surrounding the Walton case, how do we approach this potential investigation objectively? She says she have no object.
You sound so lovely.
Oh, you're so sweet.
No,
I-
I need to express, Sean, I have been here an hour and I love Tiffany's voice. It is so. Are you a vocalist?
No, I wish.
Oh, you're not. You have good intonation.
She's a linguist,
a
actually.
linguist.
Right,
See, I know these things. It sounds beautiful.
Thank you.
So we're reading the script.
Oh, I figured that you were. I was
Yeah.
wondering
Does he
where
have
mine was.
one? Does he have one?
No, we have to. Well, get him one.
So, okay. I thought maybe I'd have to improv here or something.
Yeah, just so the second
No, we're
questions-
reading the
Does he have
script.
one?
But the girls want to
don't have
take
one
me to
either.
Arizona.
Put those on.
So the second question,
I was waiting for
anybody
somebody
can
to
answer it.
drop a script in my lap here.
Oh, should I? Here, hand it off to Sean.
Okay, here.
Oh, does this thing?
Here, Sean.
Thank you.
Okay, we're
It's-
on page 4, and I just read this.
Am I on here?
Yes, you
Oh,
are.
yes.
Well,
you
I can't
sound
hear myself,
wonderful.
unfortunately.
Oh, he
Yes.
doesn't hear
do I have
himself,
to-
George.
I guess
No,
I have
you
to
don't have to wear it. That's okay.
Oh.
Put it down.
You don't have to wear. We can hear you.
Yeah, but I can't hear myself or anybody else with these. Oh, wait. Now I can. Okay.
Okay.
All
There
right.
you go.
Okay, Sean.
Funny how it sneaks
Page
up on you.
4, question number 2 in
Oh,
the middle.
number 2.
Oh.
Are these numbered? So I could. They're not numbered.
Oh, what page are we on?
4.
4.
Aha.
And number 2.
Okay. Okay. Now this is the
Questions.
impact of the Walton case.
Yeah,
Is
yeah,
that what you want me to read?
Question number 2. So I just read everyone.
Oh, questions
Yes,
number
yeah,
2.
yeah, I
Okay,
read
so
it,
that
yeah.
would be the.
Given the criticism and skeptical views
Right.
surrounding the Walton case,
Okay.
how do we approach this potential investigations
So what do you
objectively?
think about it?
Okay. What do I think about that? Well, given the fact that I don't know anything about this case, I'd have to say that.
Out. You're out.
You're out. You're cut.
You are totally out.
I'm
You are done.
I'm just being brutally
I
honest
know,
here.
I know, I love
I mean, this is what happens. When you come late and
Yeah.
you're thrust into a situation
Yeah.
that you know nothing about.
but
Okay,
improv.
Well, that's what I'm doing, actually. Believe it or not. But
This is the Walton case.
the
where
Walton
he-
case
Walton.
is this
Abducted.
is this that have to do with the Walton family?
No, when he was abducted.
UFO, yes.
UFOs.
One of the famous Walton family was abducted.
No,
No,
just
just
Travis
Joe
Weldon.
Schmo Walton.
Oh,
Travis
Joe Schmo
Walton.
Walton.
well, that doesn't make it as interesting then.
No, yeah, you always want the big guys together.
Yeah.
right? But no, nah. This is just a normal.
Sean, you
normal
just should be
schmo.
careful. You might get abducted yourself.
Yeah.
No, don't. I'll protect you, buddy.
Well, you know what? My wife blames me for that all the time, that she was abducted.
When you go up there, it's gravity, so you're going to look older when you come back.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
that's what
Right.
Elizabeth said.
So
Yeah.
we don't want to be abducted.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
I don't want to.
Although William
Well-
Shatner looks good.
Yeah, for somebody who
He's
got
a
abducted quite a few
vegetarian.
times, he does look pretty good.
Well, he doesn't
Yeah.
look
The guy looks fantastic.
Yeah, especially
How
for
old
his
is
age.
he?
I agree.
Serious.
I agree.
Is
Yeah.
he 90?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
Oh,
not.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
God
Yeah.
bless him. I hope
Yeah.
I live that long.
Yeah, he's the
great.
oldest
You
man
will.
up in space too.
You will. You
Yeah.
will.
Yep.
Yep.
You will. You're young.
He went
great.
far beyond his dreams to go where he never thought he'd go before.
Paying tribute
Anyway.
to him.
So anyway, given the what I've-
Storyline.
the storyline here, or lack of it, I would say that I would like to take the opportunity to dive into a little bit more of
What do
investigative
you think
research
about
into
UFOs?
this matter.
Do you believe people get abducted?
I do.
Yeah.
I do.
And what makes you feel that?
Well, there's been too many eyewitness stories about these about people being abducted, and I think where there's smoke, there's usually fire, and I think in this instance, there's probably a lot of fire.
I think it's a hoax. It's ridiculous.
Do you?
She
Yeah, I
doesn't
sure
believe
do.
it.
That's interesting.
Don't. They're doing too much marijuana. Maybe drinking
Not
too
enough.
much.
Oh, okay. So they're
alcohol.
hallucinating.
You need some.
Hallucinating.
Yeah, that's what they
Oh,
say.
now
in
that's
here.
interesting.
Yeah, I really do.
That's what they say. In
I
here
think
too,
some of them could be.
Oh, they do? They say that, Tiffany?
Yeah,
Do
they're
they say
hallucinating, yeah.
hallucinates?
I
Yeah.
think some of them could be hallucinating,
Yeah.
but not all of them.
Um,
Some of them could just be a little high.
well, that's how I
I don't
feel.
think-
Some of them could be paid to say these things.
I would say
Thank
possible.
you.
Yeah, possible hallucination on page 2.
Oh, page 2.
Yeah, possible hallucination.
I-
I believe everything. I mean, I believe
Elizabeth,
these
you
people
really
say
do.
it. I really do.
Yeah,
I
you do.
believe
You have
it.
such an
I
open
believe
soul.
it.
Have people often accused you of being gullible at all?
Yes.
Yes.
I've
She
known her
does.
38 years.
Is that right?
We're friends 38 years.
38 years. That's a magical number. That's how
She
my
has
mom was
gone
when she had
through-
me.
She has gone
really?
through
Yes.
2 of my husbands and the birth of my 3rd son. And let me tell you, this woman knows me in and out. She has the most open soul. If you told her the sky is yellow,
No,
you
no,
would.
that's
No,
not true. I'd
you
go look.
would-
I'd go look.
Oh, you check it out first.
I'd check it
Yeah.
out.
Okay. All
But
right.
She's
no.
so gullible.
Well, that's
but
one point in
I'm
your
not
favor.
that
then.
gullible.
Okay, that's one brownie
She's
point in your
so,
favor.
she's so
But I
loving.
believe
She really
listen,
is.
I
Her
had
soul is
amnesia,
pure.
complete
Twice, 2
amnesia
times.
for
Real.
years.
Really?
Yep,
Twice.
yeah.
Oh my God.
Really
Yeah.
scary.
Wow.
So
It's
I
a
think
wonder you remember where you are.
I
these days.
often don't.
Don't
But
speak over each other.
What?
Shan. Wait for someone to finish speaking, and then you give the next line.
Oh, that's no fun.
Yeah, I know.
so having amnesia for two different times, both times for many years, I feel that I have some kind of an experience with the outer realms because I didn't know where I was and this and that. So I hadn't been abducted. However, my mind was out there.
Oh my
So
God.
I feel that
Elizabeth,
it's the truth.
That's so scary.
It was scary, but I
That's
really
scary.
so
That
that
too.
makes me more acceptable of these situations
Yep.
because if you get into meditation and you really let yourself go and you go out of your body, you experience things and you don't want to come back. You really don't.
I can relate to that because
Valid.
I've often let myself go, which is part of the reason why my wife and I are separated.
Oh, you're separated? Okay, so let
No,
me
yes.
tell you, I actually will talk about the outer body experience.
Okay.
So
But I thought you said you never had that.
I did. It came to call when you
Oh,
mentioned
okay.
your experience. I went to an acupuncturist, Dr. Cho, in Koreatown. He was 98 years old, and he put needles from my head down to my bone of my back. And it was because I had gangrene in my middle
my
finger, ready for surgery of amputation.
Ooh, ouch.
His wife was an RN, Dr. Cho, Mr. and Mrs. Cho. They've since both passed, 90s. She said, "You're not getting finger amputated. You're leaving." I said, "Leaving?" Left Cedars-Sinai, go see Dr. Cho, my husband. And I went there, and he put needles and fire cups. I never knew it existed on my back. And
They were like suction cups.
Suction.
I had that done.
Right.
And my body lifted. I saw him doing it, and guess what? He saved my middle right finger from amputation.
Praise
I have
God.
a terrible disease in my hands always.
Yeah,
And he's Dr. Cho, who's since passed, 90-something years old, saved my middle finger from amputation. And I'm like world renowned at Cedars-Sinai, UCLA for my hands.
Okay,
they
so you-
study my hands.
Okay,
This is
so
real
they
disease.
expe- so you
So I did
experienced-
experience actually lifting out of my. I said, Miss Cho. I'm talking like her accent. Miss Cho, what happened to me? I see me. And I'm trying to
There you go.
explain on the table. She said, transformation. I go to the bookstore after my finger was healed, meaning I left. I didn't have to go back. The green went to flesh. And he put my finger on fire, and I screamed the world. He killed the gangrenist. And Dr. Cho
Fantastic.
saved my finger. And that's what
There you
why
go.
I have my finger today.
Ah,
And so
Thank
I
God.
did have I did have a
God.
transformation. She said it's called spiritual body transformation. And Korea, they study this very deeply.
Oh, yeah. They're
Well,
very
I never
into
knew
it.
it until my finger was
They
saved
do
in
it in
1994.
Asia,
Asia.
Yeah,
Oh,
Asia.
see?
Wow.
So I did have a body experience.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing. You know, I had a bunch of acupuncture treatments myself lately. Okay, and the woman, the very, very nice, lovely lady, she put needles all over my backside, from my head down to my toes. And it was, quite an exhilarating experience, to say the least. And then she also did a couple times these suction cup things, right? Where it just, I guess it sucks up.
out the poison in your back.
Yes. But very interesting. At first, it was a little bit uncomfortable because, sometimes depending upon the particular area of your body that may be a little bit sore than others, it'd be a little bit more tender, and so that it kind of hurt a little bit. But I got used to it after a while. It was, it was very nice. So,
Did you have an out-of-body experience?
No, I did not. Which I guess could be disappointing, I suppose. Although I have to tell you, my mother had an out-of-body experience when she was on the operating table. This was just before I was born. She related this to me later, and said that she clinically was pronounced dead for a minute or two, and during that time frame, she felt herself coming out of her body, and she went into this light, this beautiful light, where she met her late mother. And this light was this beautiful, beautiful light that she felt gravitated to. She wanted to come into it and be with her mother, and her mother kept warding her off. No, it's not your time yet. So that's when she had to go back into her body, okay? Because she had things to do. God had a purpose for her to fulfill yet, or else I wouldn't be here, right? So, but that's. I haven't had one yet. I mean, I've had dreams flying. Of course, I'm sure all of you have too as well, right? Those are nice dreams.
No, I have no dreams.
Yes, you do. You always dream.
I feel sorry for you then in that
always
She's kidding. Why you believe her?
Yeah, I can't imagine anybody not ever having dreams.
No, I don't
just,
remember them.
Yeah. Oh, you don't? Really?
You do
That's sad.
sometimes. You do sometimes.
No, not really.
Okay.
Okay,
Did you
so
ever have an experience?
are we resuming?
Do you ever have an experience out of body?
Not quite like her. Not
But-
quite. Yeah.
But
But I think maybe in dreams sometimes.
Uh-huh.
Actually, this is very interesting. One of my beloved cousins passed it in 2018.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Yes, I know, before Thanksgiving. Just a few days. And then, we were really close. And I was very, very upset for a long time. Yeah. And one time, I was still working and I was sleeping. And then I heard her calling me. And then, I jumped out of bed. She said something like, I might be dead, but I'm always here for you. So I hugged her, and she was ice cold. You know how, really ice cold.
wow.
And I start crying, and she says, "It's okay, I'm always here for you." I said, "Okay, great." And she said, "Let me make you something to drink."
She's your angel.
Yeah, and then we were sitting in the bench, and I was having my feet up on one side, and she was have her feet up on the other side. She was touching my feet, and she was mixing me some kind of hot drink or something. 'Cause she's like that. She's very loving and nurturing. And the phone call, and somebody said, "Tiffany, I'm really sorry that your cousin died." And I said, "Oh no, she might be dead, but she's always here with me, right, Sylvie?" And I said,
great.
"Right." And she said, "Right." And I woke up. I was so tired, as if I would jump out of bed, go somewhere, sit somewhere, and have a
that's
almost a drink with her.
amazing.
It's so that was my
See,
out body
so we all
experience.
have experiences.
Yes.
So many people have experiences, and you don't really take credit for it or really absorb it and feel that I just had a spiritual experience. And it is. I think that all of these things, they're all really spiritual.
Like you said, she's like an angel because she
Yeah,
knew
well,
I was
she's
crying a lot,
definitely-
and she would just
definitely
came
your
and
angel. So there's all kinds of levels of UFOs and of us leaving our bodies and interacting with spiritual entities. And so I feel that that's just one level. There's all these different levels of beings and spirits, and E.T. was a spirit. And how we saw E.T. was...
He scared me at first.
No, he did. Well, that's okay.
But now I'll take him home.
You're entitled to
I'll
be
take him
scared.
You could have been one of those kids in the movie.
That's
that-
right.
you know.
That's right.
Or the parents, or the sister.
Well,
So,
elaborating upon what you just said about
Yeah.
spirits and all that,
Yeah.
of course, I've often believed that we are all surrounded by angels all around us.
for sure.
My pastor talks about that too as well. It's beautiful the way that he describes it, by the way. But but unfortunately, there are also other bad player spiritual
That's right.
beings out
and
there
they're
too.
around us.
Yeah.
So that all comes down to our choice.
Uh-huh.
And we're all always being faced with choices. How are we going to look at it? Are we going to look at it at the negative side, or are we going to take it and okay, and this experience I'm going to grow from, and it wasn't a bad experience. It was something it didn't make me happy. However, I'm going to use it and grow. And I feel that we're faced with those all the time. And that's what this situation is about.
Poor
He
Travis.
he was in tune with this spirit, these people that took him away for a while. Now, who knows what they were doing with him? Who knows exactly? I mean, he has some kind of recollection, or he doesn't.
It's interesting that you refer to them as people that took him away.
They're spirits.
Because nobody knows
Yeah,
necessarily
yeah,
at this
yeah.
time, right?
Yeah.
So the way that he explains it is that he was abducted by these entities.
Right.
Okay. And what does it? Did he describe in detail what happened after he was abducted?
You talk. Did he?
Okay, additional literature.
No, did he?
Did he?
Did he?
I don't know. I don't know.
What did he say, Kelly?
No, we
he
don't
did,
know.
in fact.
Right. What did he
He
say?
did. He experienced it. He was gone for 5 days, and then he came upon a human form. Understand, when he awoken, he saw that when he looked left, center, right, this was an entity of something not in the U.S., meaning his existence in Arizona. And he didn't see his friends. He was in the vehicle with 4 other guys. He didn't see it. He was in a UFO. So he walked straight ahead to try to find an exit. Find the door. He couldn't find the door. And all of a sudden, as he's going backwards and turns his back, he's walking back to a man who looks like a human form. He takes him, walks him to a door, and then Travis finds himself on a bed in Arizona and awakens. Or he thinks he's awoken, but he's trying to describe to his family that he was abducted. That's why I said about the power of surgery, anesthetics, and the power of hallucinants, and the power of being, that's what happened to him.
Prayer.
Prayer
Meditation.
too.
Absolutely.
Meditation.
Yeah.
But he lived it, felt it, lived it in his own being. So I'm skeptical, but who am I really to judge a human life who is trying to say his story? It's not
Okay.
for me to say.
Question number
it
3.
Sounds like Johnny Mathis, the beginning of a Johnny Mathis song.
That's right.
It's not for
my
me to
favorite.
say.
Do you know I was in love with Johnny Mathis
I
when
never
I
knew
was
that.
a little girl?
You never told me that.
When I was a little girl, I was sure I was going to grow up and marry Johnny Mathis. I was, 100%. He went
She
with
should
me
carry that
to all
confidence
my,
everywhere,
all
right?
my his
She
albums
does.
went
Believe
with me
me.
to all my babysitting jobs and stuff. I was
goodness.
Okay.
I was in love with it. Oh, it's true.
Okay. So, third questions.
Okay,
Well,
third
maybe you should
okay.
have that confidence with you all the time.
Yes.
Third questions. How do you think the Travis Walton case has influenced our perception of UFO encounters and alien abduction narratives in popular culture?
So I'm supposed to answer that?
Yep.
Oh,
Why
gee.
don't you?
Thanks a lot. Okay.
Thanks, Sean.
All right.
Dimples.
Well, thank you. That's very kind. I think that it probably, hopefully anyway, sheds some interesting light upon the subject of UFO abductions. And I think, if anything, it's going to probably further extend the argument, the idea, and the validity of the argument that that UFOs truly exist, and that we are not alone in this world. Okay. Hopefully, that it's going to be something that is going to be encourage society to look more into, to open themselves up to the idea, and hopefully maybe if there's more pressure then to put on the government agencies, particularly the FBI and the CIA and all the other investigative agencies that are covering these things up in an effort to protect us, will at least make some headway in that direction of pressuring them to be more transparent about things.
Right, right, yeah. They
Next
say they've
question,
got the
Tiffany.
bodies.
Next question. Yep. If we proceed with this investigation, how can we best utilize modern technology to explore and present our findings?
Military. UFOs, it's not FBI, CIA. I come from all that, and military, and really government official stuff. It's all in the military. They are protecting us from being scared.
Right.
And I'm going to go with the fact that I don't even want to know what's out there.
Yes.
I'm a little weenie. I'm a weenie from New York. That's a term that New Yorkers use when we are just
She's a wimp.
funning. A wimp. Well, we call them
wimp.
weenies.
I had the strangest feeling that you were from New York. Yes.
I'm
because
a,
of the accent.
yeah, oh yeah.
The
But I
accent-
can turn it off if I'm hired and paid. I'll get my dialect coach in.
Is
But
it time to call the Men in Black yet?
No,
Not
no,
yet.
no. I don't even want to entertain the entities out there. I just want to stay in my little bubble right here in California. That's it.
Well,
I'm sorry.
Forget the
That's
boroughs.
okay.
But
No,
it's not. It's not our CIA, FBI. It actually is the military,
I believe
Our
that,
US
and
forces.
that they
Uh-huh.
have
the knowledge, but they don't want to
They have
start 'em.
beings that they don't want us to know about.
That's right. I agree.
Okay. Yeah, I think I'm inclined to agree with
I
that.
just want to stay on my couch. And at my
Watch
age,
TV.
watch Netflix,
Movies.
Oh, come
Amazon.
on.
No, it's a God honest
Come
truth.
on.
No,
You're
it
making
is-
yourself
it's
out to
great.
be an old lady.
I am.
here.
No, but it's wonderful. It's wonderful doing it. It's wonderful.
Yeah, it's wonderful. And have my
What,
dogs
being on the
around
couch
me.
watching TV?
Yes.
Depends what you're watching. Netflix.
Yeah, Amazon.
I think there's a little bit more to life than that still. You know?
Well,
I mean,
it
come
is.
on.
Well, I do, but I have to try to watch TV every night. We actors, you know
Yeah.
that. We have to watch
Yeah,
just
we
about
have to-
everything.
Yeah, everything, right?
Yeah.
I know. I auditioned for a TV show one time, and I didn't know that it was. I didn't know the show, and I read it as serious, and it turned out to be a comedy. And I,
Oh,
Whoops.
you blew it. You did. You
No,
blew
but
your
that's the thing,
socks.
it's-
Ken
it could be
never
funny.
called me in after that.
And of course, they wouldn't let you read again.
no,
No,
No, but it could be
One-shot
funny
deal.
because comedy, when you're really serious, and
Yeah.
you know, it could be pretty
Yeah, no,
funny.
it
That's
wasn't
right. If you're
funny.
serious
Nobody
about a
was
funny
laughing.
subject, it can be funny.
Yeah.
Right, absolutely. Maybe maybe you
Supposed
came
to
off
be
too serious.
Yeah, I
right?
think so.
That's unfortunate. Sorry.
Okay, next. Additional literature. Fire in the Sky, The Walton Experience. This is a book by Travis Walton himself, in which he gives a detailed account of his alleged abduction experience. if possible, the podcaster could skim through this to get a better understanding of Walton's side of the story. Okay, so now next we have the documentary project going to Arizona from 5 o'clock in the morning, leaving LA.
I'm excited.
Yep, and then come
I'm
back at
excited.
11:30.
You know, there-
Wait.
people
Where is
that
that? Where is that in here?
Bottom of page 4.
He wants
Oh.
to go. He wants to
He's
go.
Oh my gosh.
going. He's
Sean,
going.
you going with
Sean,
us?
you're
We're
going.
gonna hop in a
Come on.
car and go and film this guy
When are
in
you-
Arizona. And
Yeah.
I'm gonna play a news reporter. You're gonna play. We each pick our roles. I have tons of costumes. What do you want to be? So you have to pick a role. Maybe George Anton Pictures can give you a role.
He will.
Yeah.
He will.
What about George? Is he coming?
Oh, yes.
Of course.
He's a
He's
producer.
filming.
This is Snowflake in Arizona.
Yeah.
Okay, so now if we leave, we have to leave at 5 o'clock in the morning. So
That's
us three women were thinking about renting a room, cheap one out there. And we sleep there the night before, and then we can meet you guys at 10.
Wow.
So we get our beauty sleep.
Right.
Really?
Yeah, but when are we going?
You don't want to all
we'll
rent the same
figure
room
this
just
out.
to
Yeah.
save money.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think-
we're cheap.
No, we should all do all of us. Two beds, two
We
beds.
need 3 beds.
No.
All of them in the same room?
Yeah.
But they only have one bathroom.
Well,
we
if
don't
I
want to
kiss
fight
you,
over
no.
it.
No, I don't care about
Yeah.
We don't want to fight over one
That's
bathroom.
true.
That's right. Yeah. that's right.
Yeah.
Oh, when
That's
is
okay.
this time frame?
Yeah, maybe.
I have to talk to George.
Yeah,
talk
can,
to John.
you want to
Yeah.
do it soon? I want to do it soon. Maybe before July the 4th.
Oh, it's coming up.
Well, I have to tell you, to be honest with you, I've got a trip already planned for the first week of July to go back to Washington.
Oh, you're out.
For what?
Yeah.
For what?
I'm going back there because my wife has this notion about traveling around part of the country in her van that she's just recently bought.
Traveling.
And she's
A new
leaving.
VW?
Well, no, it's not a VW. It's not a Vanagon. No, it should have
reissuing
been, but
them,
it's one of
right?
these little smaller ones. Anyway, so she's got this idea that she's going to travel around part of the country. She's leaving from Georgia, where her son is fixing up the van for traveling and stuff. And so she wants to go to Washington D.C. To see the Capitol and everything that's there and all that as a tourist. And I was thinking that it would be fun if she was going to be leaving like sometime, I think, during the last part of June to work her way up part of the East Coast to Washington, that maybe I could meet her there for the 4th of July, because I have a cousin that lives right outside of Washington, D.C. We can stay at his place for a week. And he'll show us around the whole city
that's
while we're there and everything.
fantastic.
So,
That's
you know, it's
fantastic.
kind of a nice little opportunity to
Yeah,
take advantage of.
for sure.
So-
Well, before you fly there, you could do
No, he
that.
was going to drive, I thought. Are
No,
you
he's
driving?
going to fly to Washington.
Oh, no, I wouldn't drive all the way
DC,
there.
yeah.
No,
Oh,
no,
This
no.
is Washington,
And then
D.C.
he'll meet
we're
his
talking
wife
about.
there and
Yeah.
fly home and leave
Yeah,
her.
I'd actually, we'd stay there for about a week or so, take in the sights, and then I'd travel around with her in the van for a little while, for maybe another week or
It's
so.
exciting in Washington.
I heard,
Capital, it's
yeah,
really
I've never been
exciting.
there, and I've wanted to go for a
The
long time.
energy, it's so
Yeah.
exciting. It's
Yeah.
like, you know how you feel in New York? It's different, but it's super exciting.
Yes.
It is.
Is it as
I know.
exciting as New York, though?
Totally.
Really?
Different
DC?
scenario.
Yes.
Very different.
Yes.
Different scenario,
Okay.
but oh my goodness.
I spent a lot of
Running
time
into
there. Yep.
that would be
Holidays.
so much fun.
I think I spent all holidays in D.C. once.
Okay.
I'm a
Once.
news junkie, so
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm kind of a news junkie too, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because they make some noise.
yeah.
Just without.
So
Okay.
are we finishing the script?
No, not yet. Let's talk about the psychological impact.
Ooh, psychological.
Psychological.
Yeah, we did.
I don't want to even deal with UFOs. My thought is I just am
Why?
happy. Well,
Why?
I don't
Are
want
you
to know.
afraid?
Yes.
You are?
Yep. I own it.
So you weren't even a Star Trek fan then, probably. Right?
My husband is, but not me.
Oh.
Yeah, no.
I
No.
was-
I don't want to even know these things.
Or Star Wars.
Nope.
Well, your
Okay.
husband must be very disappointed.
He doesn't care.
He watches a lot of TV by himself.
Psychological impact. Yep. Now,
We just do our own thing.
if Travis Walton's story is true,
Uh-huh.
the psychological impact would be immense. Experiencing an event as ordinary and traumatic as an alien abductions could lead to a variety of psychological response, such as post-traumatic stress disorder, PTSD, anxiety, depressions. Warden might have had to grapple with the enormity of what he went through, coupled with the challenge of being disbelieved and ridiculed by many. This could lead to feelings of isolation and a sense of being misunderstood. Furthermore, the constant public scrutiny and questions about his credibility would likely take a significant emotional toll.
I think it would be interesting. I think if the world really started thinking and realizing or getting that we're not alone and that there are things that happen once you pass, maybe people would start being kind again. Maybe people would
Yeah.
start being honest and
Real.
yeah. I think perhaps it's your mic.
No, I
It's
think
his.
it's Tiffany. Tiffany, are you touching something?
No, she's not.
Sometimes
No.
this
I'm not touching anything.
No, it's not
Are you sure
her.
about that? Where your
Yeah.
feet are?
My feet's down here.
Oh, maybe her feet.
Yeah, don't put your feet in here.
You,
At all.
Your
Yeah,
feet
yeah.
are disrupting.
you know what,
everything.
Kimberly?
What's this? Oh yeah, this is what.
I don't know.
You know what, Kimberly? I got to say something. You said that just reminded me of something. When you said I'm not touching anything,
Those people
it reminds
from
me of
chat-
something my wife used to tell me all the time. Right?
Oh. Nah, I don't believe
No,
that.
don't say that.
Still around.
We don't
It's-
believe that.
No, but I'm not touching anything. Is it still
Oh,
making
sure.
noises? That's
No,
it. Better.
no,
Okay.
you stop.
Okay.
That was your
Okay, now,
feet.
no, guys, can somebody want to read? Someone want to read? If Travis' story is not true,
Okay,
why don't
Kelly,
you do it,
read.
Kelly?
Kelly, you
Where am
read.
I?
Bottom of page 6.
So concentrate on Travis, not other
Let's
discussions.
Yeah.
talk about. Let's talk about
Okay,
Travis.
if Travis, can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Travis Walton's story is not true. The psychological impact would be different, but no less significant. Living with a lie, especially one so public and controversial, can be incredibly stressful. Walton would constantly be in fear of being exposed, leading to chronic stress and anxiety. Ugh,
Which he
I hate
wasn't.
that. Well, we don't know yet. Over time, this might lead to the feelings of guilt and regret. Additionally, maintaining a lie for such a long period would likely affect his personal relationships and self-perception if he started to believe his own
See, that's the
fabrication.
noise. That's
not me.
You did now.
No, nothing.
Yeah. Now something you did. See,
This
nothing.
could result in a
Nothing.
It's the dress.
condition
Keep it up.
known as, what's that word? Sakadodaka? How do you
have it.
say that?
I don't
Come
know.
on, Sean, help me.
What's the word?
I'm trying to see where you're at here.
Oh, forget it.
Bottom of
A
page
form
6.
of
Page six?
pathological lying. Where
Pseudo- yeah,
individuals,
pseudological,
thank you,
fantastical.
thank you, can't distinguish between reality and fiction. This condition is usually a response to extreme stress or pressure. Bingo! This is what he's feeling right now.
What about society
No,
perceptions?
he's not.
Nope, he is.
No,
I want to
he's
know
not. He's
marriage.
not.
Is he losing family? Is he living in a bubble? Nope.
When somebody
there.
calls you a liar, it's a whole
Oh,
different
you know it.
territory.
You know
yeah,
about
right.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had a person call me a liar, and
How much money did you spend for that lie detector that came back that you were honest?
I'm honest.
She is. And she paid a
However,
lot of money for
but
the
it
lie
was worth it
detective
to me.
Yeah,
test.
but the terminology lying is completely different now. You know, if
Well,
I
people think that he's lying. If you're fibbing, you're lying.
but see, lying
If
to
you're
us.
making that up is a big deal.
Lying to us, you know
Right.
the truth, but you're not telling it. But some people see it like, oh, why are you lying? Because you don't know the information.
Right.
Don't know that doesn't mean you're lying.
Well, you know what? Sometimes there's a fine line between lying and lying. And I'll tell you what I mean.
It's him. him.
It's he.
It's him.
Yeah,
Uh-oh.
it's not me. You keep saying it's
Uh-oh.
me, but it's not me.
No, I think it's
It's you, Sean.
Am I guilty here?
We don't know
You
yet.
touch
I think
something?
it's his-
I'm just
Maybe
sitting
can you
here.
change his mic, or is it plugged in right? Or something? Now
Keep
try
your
it.
thought. That was a good
Oh
one.
my
You're on a
gosh.
roll.
You're
Gee.
too powerful.
Yes,
You very much
just-
have
No,
cute
that
dimples.
sounds
I just-
better.
I just don't know my own strength sometimes. Sorry.
Yes.
I guess. I don't know what it is. It's something.
Is that what your wife said?
Yeah.
Your wife said?
A number of times.
I
Yes.
thought it was your ex-wife.
No.
Separated.
Oh, separate.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay.
That's all right.
They're trying to work things out.
We're trying to. It's
How
just.
long you
Work
married?
it out.
My first instinct was to say it too long, but no, it's been
That's
about.
a man. My husband would say that. He would totally say that. He's so worn out by me. It's okay. I don't
No,
care.
he loves you.
Is,
He adores you.
is he also from New York?
No,
No.
he's Canadian.
Oh,
speaks-
no
he
wonder he feels that
adores
way.
He adores
He
her.
adores me, but he speaks
And you
many
adore him.
languages.
Oh, does he?
You adore him.
Canadian,
All right.
French Canadian.
Yeah, French Canadian.
He's
Oh,
grown
yeah,
up.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
You were
Can't even
married
get
how
a
long?
coffee in Quebec. I almost
we've been
speak
married
French.
19 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good.
But anyway, what was I going to say?
You were on a
About-
roll about Travis here.
About
Oh
whether
yes,
you're
yes.
telling the truth.
I think that it's quite possible that
Okay.
he could be he believes what he is saying is the
Yes,
truth.
I agree. I agree.
Okay,
Well,
that's entirely possible.
Oh,
Okay,
I'm sorry. A light went
Oh,
off.
the light went off.
That's okay.
was that me again?
No, you're good.
Oh,
You're
Actually,
good.
the lighting looks good.
okay.
Oh, yeah, see it
All right,
there. Okay.
all right. So if that's the case,
He believes it.
you know, the lie detector wouldn't be able to pick that up because he sincerely believes that he's telling the truth.
Oh, really? Do you know that for a fact?
Well, I believe so. Yeah.
No.
I
But
think he'd know that he's lying, though. I mean, I think he would know that he made this
That's
up.
not necessarily.
If he really believes
If he
it.
was, if
Yeah.
he's been mesmerized somehow or other, okay, and he's totally convinced of this situation
Yeah.
that happened. I mean, I think I've heard of instances where lie detector tests haven't been able to, pick up things
Okay.
like this
It's
because.
true.
Right.
My dad
Be.
said
It
that.
could be. It could be.
Homicide detective.
Okay.
Oh, he was.
Okay.
Ah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, really?
38 years.
Wow, you couldn't get away with anything with him, I bet.
No, and I would never want to. My daddy was my best friend.
Oh.
I took care of him to the last, his breath in 21.
Oh, how sweet.
Yeah.
90 something,
Oh, yeah.
the beautiful, soulful life.
Wow.
Well,
What a wonderful
was a good-
tribute that is.
Yeah,
that's
sure
great.
was.
Wow,
Great
glad to hear
man.
that.
She's
Military.
very fortunate.
Yeah.
I am so. Oh, I heard my voice. Oh, please, New York. Actually, I'm really funny.
Uh-huh.
I just don't know I'm funny. I've
Okay.
been told I'm funny.
Yeah,
But-
I think you're funny. Yeah.
Thank you.
Sure.
Thank you, Sean. I'll be funny in my own mind. That gets to your point.
that's
Yeah.
right.
When someone believes something,
Uh-huh.
it's like going on an audition as an actress. I am so wrong for the role, and I know it, and I might have bought a wig to pretend I'm that role, and I'm in character, and I'm learning from a dialect coach that I'm paying out of pocket to stop talking New York, and or talk more Brooklyn and talk nasal and go in it. I'm believing I'm that character.
Uh-huh.
I never get the
Right.
role, so I fuck
Yeah.
it up.
Yeah.
But the point is, like Travis, he believes that he experienced this, and who am I to say he hasn't?
Right. Who are
That's
any
why
of
he
us to
has
say
a
that he hasn't?
book.
Right.
He has a movie, right? Right,
That's
Tiffany?
right.
He has a
That's
movie, he has a
Yeah,
book,
yeah.
right?
Let's talk about society perception. Discuss how society's perception of UFO encounters has changed over the years.
I can hear you, Tiffany. Something.
How about now? How about now?
Yeah,
Do you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay. Has there been a shift in how we view these incidents?
you. Move the mic.
No, I think it's a plug.
The mic towards you.
Can I say something?
How about now?
Beautiful. Yeah.
Sometimes you have to speak same voice.
Yeah.
Okay. The perception of UFO encounters has indeed evolved significantly since the 1970s. Back then, the topic was largely considered fringe or pseudoscience. People who claim to have had such encounters, like Travis Walton, often faced disbelief and ridicule. The lack of tangible evidence, coupled with the fantastical nature of the accounts, led many to dismiss them outright. However, several factors have contributed to a shift in perception over the years. Want to read increased media disclosure? Increased
sorry.
media coverage.
Elizabeth,
I don't have one.
Oh,
I don't have a
I don't know where we are.
Page 7.
I often feel that way when I wake up in the morning.
Okay.
Page 7.
Yes,
Increased-
discuss how society's
Yeah, yeah.
perception
A
of.
lot of increased media.
Oh,
coverage.
Yeah, I'm reading
Yes.
as we're going along.
Are we going, given the recent
Huh?
The
right?
UFO encounters have become more
UFO?
mainstream.
Elizabeth.
Huh?
There you go, darling.
Yeah.
Okay, where are we?
You have your glasses, I don't.
I do. I can't read without them.
Okay.
But I'm
Increased-
dyslexic,
This one right
so-
here, right here.
You're
Increased
reading
media.
beautifully.
Yeah, increased media coverage.
She reads beautifully.
Increased media coverage. UFO encounters have become more mainstream in pop culture, with numerous films, TV shows, and books exploring the subject. This has contributed to a greater public interest and openness to the topic. Government disclosure. Recently, various governments have begun to take the UFO phenomenon more seriously. Pardon me. In the United States, the Pentagon's 2020 declassification of 3 significant public interests. This transparency has added an air of legitimacy to the subject. So that's saying that because it's being more talked about, people are investigating them more. I mean, there are people that literally pursue people that are on UFO, that go out there and try to have encounters. I'm here, come and take me.
She wants to be taken.
Yes.
No,
She's so
no,
much braver than
no.
me. Not me. I say no,
Yeah.
and she says yes.
Okay. Maybe you've been
I'd say yes
watching
to
too many
everything.
Taken movies, you know.
No, I know. It's exciting, though. I think it's interesting. I think it's just interesting to explore different worlds and different entities. And I would love for us to communicate with them. And what do they think? How do they think?
You like the idea of going where no other woman has gone before.
Exactly. When
She
Elon
really is
Musk
great. She's
when-
fantastic.
when
She's so
Elon
much
Musk
braver.
first came out and he was like this genius, I just wanted to be in a room and watch him think, you know.
Who was
I
it?
mean,
Elon Musk.
pardon me.
Oh, yes.
You know, I mean, brilliant minds fascinate me.
Aha.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm a sucker for
Real,
brains.
real brilliant, not pseudo.
Real, yeah.
No pseudo-brilliant. Yeah, we won't
Well, I
mention
mean,
any names.
people don't always stay that way, but they don't always stay
Elizabeth
brilliant.
is
but
very open-minded. I love that about her. That's why we're friends. We're like opposites, but yet we're blonde.
You're saying that you're
blue-eyed.
close-minded? You're saying that you're close-minded?
Me?
Yeah.
Yes, I am.
to a point.
It's interesting how an open-minded and a closed-minded
Yeah,
person
we
has
get it,
stayed
yeah.
friends for so long.
38 years.
That's amazing.
Going on 30.
I don't know if she's
39.
close-minded.
My
or
mother
not.
was 38
I
when she
don't
had
think
me.
so.
Believe it or not.
I don't think
That's one
she's
of my favorite numbers.
close-minded. Maybe more than her, but she's not good.
She's really out there. She wants to be taken by the
No,
UFO.
she's out there.
You actually, when you go to Arizona to meet our guy here, you may fall in love.
With Arizona?
Oh, no, with
with
a UFO.
The guy.
Oh,
with the
please.
guy.
Why?
I don't think
Why?
so.
Does
Oh,
she
he's
fall in
married?
love?
He's married.
He's married, yes.
Does she
Forget
fall in
it.
love
It's
that
off.
easily?
It's off duty.
Off time.
Off
Kelly, does she fall in love that easily?
No.
A lot of men love her.
Yes, that's different. I'm
Yeah.
just saying that.
Do you fall in
They
love?
don't.
with
You
her?
my
No.
fan club
Travis
here
is
or
married.
something? What's up?
I am your fan club.
Darling.
What?
He's married. He's the only
Yeah.
one from all the group that stayed with his wife.
Oh,
Or the only one from all the
UFOs.
the UFO abductees whose families stayed with them.
There
Stay
were
with
6
them.
people who saw the UFO and they saw how they took him.
Ah,
Oh, so
So-
It's in a story. Read the last story so you know what you're
No,
The
the
government
last story
involvement?
We will.
Yeah, you go ahead.
we
read it.
are.
Okay.
We are.
No, read it for yourself first.
okay,
Yeah.
Or just read it.
Okay, so
okay,
now,
all right.
so you just read increased media coverage, right? And what
Yeah.
about government disclosure?
Yeah, I read that.
You read that too? And
How
government
else can I say it, Kelly? You gotta.
What?
You gotta be informed,
Government
so read
involvement.
it, so
Yeah.
you know what you're talking about. Because there were 5 people
Yeah.
that they saw the craft,
Right.
they saw the guy,
Yeah.
and you're playing da 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 like that
Yeah.
music from Outer Limits.
Oh, I
This is
love
not
that
Outer
music.
Limits. This is
Yeah.
exactly it
real
happened.
life.
Right.
Real life.
Sure, I understand.
So do you think 6 people, all of them, they lied? They
No.
say that.
Okay, I'll say that.
Stockholm syndrome.
I don't think all 6 people died. I mean,
I
lied.
made it up.
I'm sorry.
Did I say that right?
Yes.
They told the truth.
Okay.
And what it is?
All right.
What is it?
What they told the truth, and of course, we can't rule out the possibility that maybe they also believed that they saw this too, right? Maybe there was something that
Maybe
came
it
along.
actually happened.
And maybe there was something that came along and did some sort of a zap to these people. You will believe this. They were hypnotized. Yes, you will believe.
The world is becoming
So-
more open. Look at what
You
we're
have to be
doing.
honest. Can you just be honest?
Yeah,
what do
he
you
did.
think?
I think this happened. Yes, I believe it happened. And I think that these.
Beings.
Did I do something wrong again?
No, you took. Sometimes you're too close, too fast to the microphone. It's
Oh,
nothing
okay.
I can do. Just keep the same distance. Go ahead.
All right. So anyway, I think these people ought to be applauded for their efforts to come forth and be brave to come out of the closet. I mean, no, not out of the closet, but I mean, well, you know,
Out of the closet.
it's.
They're
I
not
w-
gay. He's
I was-
getting influenced
I was
with
thinking
the
about
parade.
the Pride parade today.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I know.
Anyway, forget that. So I just want to say that I believe these people, and I believe there's more people to come. Not
There's
necessarily.
lots of them out there, that's for sure.
This may invoke motivation in other people to come forward
Right.
to
Tell their situation.
yeah, to
their stories.
verify and authenticate, what these 6 people said by their own stories about what they saw.
Yeah.
Okay,
I agree.
all right.
I'm opposite. I do not believe, and I think, the Stockholm syndrome, when you're exposed to one person, the leader, and then people can follow you, and you actually become accustomed. You have like it's like a cult.
Ah,
And that's my feelings.
yes. It's kind of like sort of similar to the sheep
Yes.
herding.
Following
kind
the
of,
leader.
They're herding. Yep.
yes.
The herding of the sheep.
Right.
That is correct, from
Right.
Ireland.
Right.
Where my heritage is
But
from.
that's I disagree that those people would be so easily influenced. I think that they know what happened and what occurred.
Well, how come they didn't take the 5 other guys? They took only one.
They only needed one.
Oh, I don't like this.
It's easier to take one.
After the ray hit him,
Yeah.
they ran away with the truck.
Yes, and they came back later and he wasn't there
Uh-huh.
because the ship already took him, supposedly.
Okay.
I say
So
he
where
walked
was
to he was in a field.
He walked to a
Dreaming.
7-Eleven.
That's not funny.
Maybe they just took him because it was a lot easier to just
To
deal
one?
with one human person at a time, just in case that
No,
he was going to be a wild
because
guy.
They took him
Right.
because he ran under the UFO. Those guys. That's
Oh,
what I'm telling
he
you.
ran
It's a
up
story.
under
Did
it.
you read it?
I did.
Not yet. I've been too busy responding to these people here. You know, they're very demanding of my attention here.
No, please.
It's okay,
please,
Sean.
no,
3 women and Sean.
Yeah.
10
Poor
minutes, you're not
Sean.
going to be on camera.
Okay.
Oh, we have 10 minutes.
No,
Okay.
yeah. Without him.
Oh.
He's reading all that.
Oh boy.
Oh, boy, that's pressure.
I was just going to say that
What month are you born?
this
What?
month.
This
Gemini.
month?
Yes. As a matter of fact, my birthday's next week,
All right, yay.
What day? What day?
the 18th.
Oh, congratulations.
Same as
Gemini.
Paul McCartney's. Yes.
Congratulations.
Really?
You made it.
Well, you know, you and him are equally talented. The difference is just the bank account, but that's mine.
Well, I'm glad you think so. My wife doesn't think so.
How would she know? Never mind.
Oh, she knows. All too well. But, so, anyway, if you catch this dead zone of silence coming from
Come on,
my
Sean,
direction.
I swear to God, man. No, I'm just being, because we're trying to make a great show.
Right.
And if we're talking Travis Walton,
Yeah.
or we're talking also your wife,
Yeah.
you have to take your wife to Travis Walton.
Yes.
Because otherwise,
She's
the
coming.
people are not going to hear about your wife and
That's-
Travis.
no,
That's
she's
true.
not coming.
You're right. Sorry, take my wife. Please.
Yes. Please.
Take Elizabeth. Elizabeth wants to go on the UFO.
Maybe he wants to take his wife. That's why he brings her up. Because the topic is.
I can assure
Yeah.
I can assure she wouldn't want to come.
She's not going.
Okay, so now, you want to read about the government involvement?
Oh,
Yeah.
see, that's where I'm talking, military.
Yeah, government
Oh,
involvement.
there we go.
Here, Kelly, you read.
I don't, well, I can.
Page 7.
What page?
Page 7 in the middle.
Oh, yes, given, right? Given the
Yeah.
recent, yeah. Let me bring it over. Declassification of certain UFO-related documents by the U.S. government discuss what role, if any, government agencies might have incidents like Walter's. The media has undeniably played a significant role in shaping public perception of UFO encounters and the notion of extraterrestrial life.
Terrestrial.
Extraterrestrial.
Oh, I don't like to hear this. Okay, sensationalism in media presentation can serve to attract audience attention and boost viewership. But it can almost distort the reality of these incidents and contribute to the stigma attached to them. See, this is what I'm talking about. Media attention. Okay, Elizabeth, you're on. Or Sean,
One common media tactic is the use of the atmospheric audio, like the eerie background music, reminiscent of the TV show like The X-Files. This can subconsciously cue viewers to perceive the subject matter as mysterious, thrilling, or even unnerving. Similarly, visual elements such as the use of dramatic lighting or ominous graphics can add to the sensationalistic presentations.
oh, that's where I'm going.
Yeah, like on page
We
8.
all have different opinions,
Page
right?
8.
Well, that's what makes a horse race, you know?
Yeah, I love horse
It
races.
is.
I love horses.
Yes, you do.
Additionally, Additionally, the way presenters and interviewers behave and can influence viewers. If a presenter uses a weird smile or it could insinuate.
It might
Or
insinuate disbelief.
Okay, you read that.
No, no, you
I can't read. Go ahead.
You do it.
It might insinuate disbelief or mockery, subtly influencing the audience to not take the topic seriously.
That's true.
While these, sorry, my voice is.
You need a little water? George,
Yeah,
water,
she's
please.
She got
Water.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
You're doing beautifully.
Yeah, just keep on drinking the water there. Yeah.
While these techniques can make for a compelling TV, they often do disservice to the serious subject of UFOs by framing these encounters as purely entertainment or folded for conspiracy theories. Media can detract from the potentially significant scientific implications of these incidents. It can discourage credible witnesses from coming forward for fear of ridicule. It can dissuade scientists and researchers from studying the phenomenon in depth. If people, I agree, because if people are discouraged and they're made fun of, who wants to come? Sorry.
You're doing
Who
great.
wants to come forward and talk about their experience or say this happened to me? You know, I mean, who's going to want to come forward? Because it takes courage to come forward.
Of course.
It's you're on the verge of getting ridiculed and put down and called crazy and a liar and you're a lunatic.
I 100% believe in Travis's experience, but working in television, I've done 9 reality televisions. It's
Okay.
all scripted. And when I went off script, there was a person there saying, get back on script, because I love to improv. So I'm telling you, I can understand what we just read, because it's almost like Travis's life is, to him, it happened. And I honor that. But in reality TV, when you start publicizing which shows, it becomes almost a game. And yet, I love reality TV. I mean, I can sit for hours and days watching it, and it is scripted. And basically, I've watched the ghost people, I've watched the mediums, I've watched them all. But it is scripted. There is a person writing the script. I'm sorry to tell the
You
viewers.
think that Jerry Springer show was entirely scripted?
Oh, poor Jerry. Jerry, I actually knew people, writers and producers of Jerry.
I met him one time.
You did?
Yes.
Yeah, he's an interesting flavor since passed. And he is an interesting flavor, but it
Especially when he was mayor of Cincinnati. Of course.
yeah, well, no, I only know the people that worked on his show. I didn't meet him personally. But reality TV and television can really mess up a person's image. So, Travis,
Right.
I'm here to say I believe your story, even though I want to sit on my couch and watch TV and I don't want to think about the UFOs. I'm sorry you had to deal with this. That's it.
Okay.
Interesting. Okay.
That's it.
However, it's
Okay.
also important to know that not all media outlets handle these subjects the same way. Some take a more measured and serious approach, contributing to the increasing legitimization of the topic. The shift in public perception towards UFO encounters and the potential existence of the extraterrestrial life is, in part, the result of such balanced media coverage.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Scientific interest. Why don't you read
All right.
that?
Thank you, Adam. Much dear. Scientific interest. Scientists have increasingly begun to consider the possibility of extraterrestrial life, driven in part by the discovery of exoplanets in the habitable zones of their stars.
I thought he sounded beautiful.
You,
What do I know? I know nothing
you
about it.
interrupted my train of thought here. I don't know if I can get back into it. This scientific curiosity has helped to shift the conversation from pseudoscience to a legitimate area of inquiry.
Public perception.
Public perception. Thank you. Surveys show that a significant proportion of the population now believes in the possibility of extraterrestrial life, and that governments are concealing information about UFOs.
That's right.
Well, I'm glad they're concealing it. I don't want to
I'm
know.
not. I do.
No, I don't want to know.
Latest news.
Oh,
Yeah.
latest news.
Don't tell me you want to keep
Yes.
with it like the ostrich head beneath the sand.
Yes,
It's
she
true.
does.
I'm
Yes, she
sorry.
does.
I really do. I can't handle my puppies at home. Nevertheless, UFOs. Okay, David Charles Grush is a U.S. Air Force veteran, intelligence official, and UFO whistleblower. Oh my God, on record whistleblower who has accused the government of
Possessing, actually.
yeah, okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Intact, particularly intact craft of non-union origin. What's that, one or I?
Non-human.
Thank you.
Non-human.
Non-human origin. He alleges that the government has illegally withheld this information from Congress and that he suffered illegal retaliation for his confidential disclosure. Crush is a decorated former combat officer in Afghanistan and veteran of National Geopolitical Intelligence Agency, NGA, and the National Reconnaissance Office, NRO. He served as the Reconnaissance Office listen to you, representative to unidentified
Unidentified.
phenomenon task force from 2019 to 21. Are you serious? And from late
you go.
2021 to July 22, he was the NGA's co-lead for UAP analyst and its representative to the task force. Now that really frightens me, and I'm going to say right now, I don't want to know about it.
I think it's amazing that the guy's still alive
I don't want to know
Yeah.
about
after all of this,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
I would have
frightening.
thought by now the some military would have given some thought to shutting the guy up, if you know what I mean, right?
Because
Well-
you don't know the law. There has been a new law on
Right.
UAP for protection of whistleblowers.
Oh, whistleblowers.
Well, yes,
see?
we all know about the law, but the law is one thing, and what somebody
No,
else
but in
wants
the-
to do is
about,
another
like,
in the
entirely.
old-
In
Olden days.
America, there is anybody assassinating people in
Yep.
America?
Of course.
Come
Sean,
on, man.
Yeah.
Sean,
This is
Sean.
not
Yeah.
Vladimir.
Look what happened in JFK.
This is Vladimir
Well, that was
Putin
back
is
in the
not-
And
60s.
RFK.
Sean, when your last president
Huh?
was around, people were saying in New York, I'm surprised no one killed him yet.
That's
Yes.
true. That's
Yeah,
true. I'm sorry.
That's right.
That they
That's
did.
right. Because he was exposing things that a lot of same-o politicians didn't want him to talk about.
That's
So,
right.
Yeah.
He did. I wish they had.
He was the Lone Ranger.
Thank God.
Yeah.
Okay, now page 9, I think you should keep on doing it, Sean.
Okay. According to Grush, I think I pronounced that right. Grush or
Sure.
Grush?
Sure.
Okay.
Sounds great.
The government.
Sean has a great voice.
Thank
He
you.
does.
Have you done radio?
I gotta
It
be.
blows up.
I got to be doing something right here.
Have you done radio?
Too close.
No, just podcasts. I like. Okay.
Oh, you sound really good.
Thank you. According to Grush, the government, its allies, and defense contractors have made recoveries of partial fragments up to intact vehicles for decades. And he describes the objects as of exotic origin, non-human intelligence, whether extraterrestrial or unknown origin, based on the vehicle morphologies and material science testing and the possession of unique atomic arrangements and radiological signatures. He also claimed that the government actually had encountered dead pilots in the UFOs and emphasized that we're definitely not alone.
There you go.
Okay. So how do you like that, Miss Nonbeliever?
Yep. I'm listening.
She can be. Her
However-
mind could be changed.
However,
However,
However.
I'm glad you brought my attention to that. The Pentagon has denied all these allegations, stating that there is no verifiable information to substantiate claims that any programs regarding the possession of reverse engineering of extraterrestrial materials have existed in the past or exist currently. How do you like those apples?
I love it.
Do you?
Yeah.
And that's why they
figured
do
that maybe
that,
you would.
because
I love that.
that's why they don't want you to know about it, because
Of fear.
the majority of the
They're like
I
me.
shouldn't say majority, but a good portion of the population are petrified. It scares them.
It scares me. I'm honest.
But if it's
It is
there,
scary, yeah.
it's
I'm
there.
scared,
But
period.
knowledge is
I don't want knowledge. I just want to live in my bubble and watch TV on the couch and just live in my simplistic life.
Have you heard of the expression, the truth shall set you free?
yeah.
No, I don't
yeah.
want the truth.
Yes.
You believe, huh?
I believe she believes.
She
what
believes,
she
and she
says.
doesn't really believe that. She doesn't really feel that way. She wants to do things. She's
You
very
want
I do
fun.
things
You want to do-
creatively,
you're
but I
fun.
don't.
You
I
are
know I'm
fun.
fun,
Yes, you are.
but I don't want the government to tell me anything.
Oh.
I really don't.
You'd rather find out for yourself.
No, I just don't want to know.
Okay.
I know.
Well,
You wanna
all
be
those
kept in-
movies.
I'm an interesting flavor.
You want to be kept in the dark.
Yes. Thank you.
Okay, so now why don't you shine the light on her, this new information?
All right.
I know.
Now,
It's coming, right?
it's
Tiffany?
coming. It's coming right here now, right now. Okay, so listen up. This new information could potentially shed light on the government's involvement in incidents like Travis Walton's, and it could fuel discussion on the recent shift in the United States government's transparencies regarding UFOs. Okay, so please note that the information provided is as per the latest available sources, and you might need to validate the details closer to your podcast recording. All right, George?
That was not necessary to read.
Okay.
Oh,
But that's
okay.
Yeah, because these are notes. I mean,
Oh.
pay attention to what you read too.
Yeah.
It makes sense. Do you understand what you just
yes.
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
George, may I have a water? Could you? Because I'm more hooked up.
Isn't that your water?
No, that's mine's on the ground.
Can I
Thank
can I
you.
have some water too, George?
Yeah, right here. This is
Sean, oh, thank you, Tiffany.
unopened.
You really have a good voice, Sean.
Thank you,
He
George.
does.
Thank you. That's
He
very
does.
And actually, you
Very
read
cute.
beautifully.
Right, no accent and anything.
No, nothing.
Good. Yes, I
It's really beautiful.
I thank you. I trained for years with no accent. It's you know.
That's great.
Where are
It's
you
beautiful.
from?
I'm from a planet far, far away. You would never guess.
Okay, now the next story is our producer, George Anton, UFO story.
Oh,
Okay, so should we talk about this a little bit or no? No,
I
it's
think
okay,
to
go ahead.
George.
I think it didn't go well with Travis. We didn't cover Travis at all.
Travis?
Why to go to this trip? Why
Right.
would we do it? Where
Right.
do we sell the movie? How is the movie gonna look like? How do we film it? That's more
Okay.
interesting than the actual story is simple. There's 6 loggers, they see all the UFO, the guy is gone, they see him gone, they got scared, they come back, the guy is not there. Is either on a UFO or is either in the woods faking it and eating, having food, and he's telling these guys, listen man, you guys tell I'm by UFO and we get out of this contract. As simple as that.
So
Well,
do
they
you
did.
want
It's like
us to get
she-
to the filming?
She's a psychologist, and that was the impact of you live all your life with a lie, or you told the truth and nobody believes you. So now there's a lot to talk about that.
well, they did say it is established, isn't it, that the other people with him did see the UFO anyway. They all saw that.
Right.
Okay, but they just didn't see the part where he was supposedly abducted.
I think
No,
that's
I think-
incorrect. I think he was taken by UFO,
Ah.
and his fellow man left the scene, and they went back out of guilt to get their friend, but their friend wasn't there.
Right.
At which time he said he was lifted to an UFO.
So he was abducted while they were off somewhere.
Yes,
Okay, and so they
Ran
didn't,
away, yeah.
they
Ran
didn't-
away.
They didn't see that.
they did not.
Okay.
Am I correct on that, George?
How would you have felt? How would you have felt if any one of them, or all of them said yes, they did
Yes.
see him being abducted.
then I would change my mind.
Aha. Okay.
You see?
All right.
Because 6, but then I have to go to the Stockholm Syndrome, what, like the cold thing.
Forget
But-
Stockholm.
Okay,
Leave it
so
in Germany.
Travis, I think, should have a documentary, and I know television. It's very easy for him to be not just online, but maybe Netflix, Amazon, and maybe Anton Pictures can do that for Travis Walton.
I think we should do that. And
And-
I think that that's what we're going to do.
We're going to
Right?
do it. Well, it's up to the producer,
We're going to
Anton
go
Pictures.
to Arizona.
Can I read about Anton UFO
Yes.
story?
No,
No, let's not read that.
There's no point. We didn't cover Travis. So
We have
let's
to
cover
talk about
Travis
Tra-
another
we have to
3-4
talk-
hours.
Now it's all Travis. So
No, I-
Travis Walton claims that he was abducted by UFO. Though my views may be opinionated, I'm going to believe him, and I want to see more in a film, a documentary,
Which we're
or-
going to do.
We're going to do. I think we should,
Right,
out of respect for his life. Whether I believe it or not is not about me. It's about him and his story. And if it was true about Travis being abducted, all I can say is, wow, I don't know if I could survive that. Come
You
back
have
and
no choice. I mean, you know, I mean, you really
I'm going
don't
to
have a
change. I'm
choice.
changing. I'm changing. I don't know if I can come back to my family, the dogs,
Why
and
not?
and the terrestrial people like examining me and the fear, the PTSD. I'll be in therapy 24/7, 7 days a week.
Well, I think a lot of those people
I know.
had to go into therapy. I think a lot of those people
Yeah.
really were petrified
Yes.
for a long time. I remember seeing movies. I mean, those shows are on TV all the time.
I know.
And I remember watching one where the gentleman was really, really scared. And he had a traumatic experience.
Well, I still remember the episode from Outer Limits where this tall giant guy came down from space someplace his premise was that he was wanting to serve mankind, right? Okay, so everybody got hoodwinked into thinking that him and his fellow aliens were going to be good guys, right? And just help out the people. And everybody became gullible to this idea until the end of the movie when he took these people on board. It was one of these
Spacecraft.
it was one of these kind of friendly gesture sort of things where they were going to take them up to meet their people in the land where they came from, and it was going to open doors for this whole communication to take place between them, like the way that Nixon opened doors to China and that kind of thing, right? Well, what happened is that when they were on the gangplank going up to the airplane, it was one of the women came out of the airport hangar, and she was yelling up at them because there's this book, the alien, they wrote this book. It's called To Serve Man, right? And the woman at the end of this episode was yelling up at the guy just as he was about to enter the spacecraft, and she was yelling at him and saying, "Don't enter the spacecraft! The book To Serve Man, it's a cookbook."
Okay.
I'll never forget that.
Do you know I sat for 7 minutes listening to that? Are you serious?
Yes.
Oh, a cookbook.
Yeah.
Okay,
To
so-
Serve Man. It was a cookbook.
Oh.
How disappointing was that?
Disappointing.
Yeah. I couldn't sleep at all that night after that.
So what do you think in your psychologist?
Well, it's not like she said. It's not up to anyone to decide.
What do you think? How do you think that people?
What do you mean? There is only one truth. Come on, Tiffany.
What?
There is a lie, or is it true? There is no in the middle.
I
Like,
don't know.
hey,
That's
you
right.
know, it's okay, Travis. Let me like take care of your lie. No. Or let me take care of your truth. No.
I don't know.
No middle.
I don't know. I don't have an opinion.
Okay, that's
I have to
that's,
meet him. I have to meet him first.
that's a middle.
Yeah, but I have to meet him first.
So you're in the gray.
I have to meet him first.
Well, Elizabeth thinks it's 100% true.
Definitely. Definitely. The thing is that there wouldn't be all these people, all these experiences, all these stories, if it was malarkey. Seriously. If they didn't really have fact, and look at progress. Look at the Jetsons. It's coming to life, right?
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
this is- these
Before our very
these
eyes.
brilliant comedy writers or all of these things are coming to life. Now let's hope that we don't get eaten by these giant ants or whatever horror movies come up with these characters.
Well, just think what would happen if they combined with AI with three-dimensional copiers.
Okay, AI.
Oh boy!
AI. What do you think AI is? I mean, what do
Okay.
you think? I mean, we could go into what is electricity. I mean, is
Okay.
that
I think
you know, that's
Travis
out there.
Walton
Yes,
should have a documentary,
I agree.
walk through the viewer. I want to walk his steps.
Right,
I want to see his steps.
right. So we're
And I
going to
want-
go there. We're going to go to
I
the
can go there.
location. We're
Go
going
to
to
location, film him, and I want to get introduced to the men with him, if that's possible. They might have
That's
moved out
perfect.
of Arizona, but
They all moved out. They
they.
couldn't handle
It's
it.
okay. So
They were
let's.
afraid.
They were afraid. So we need actors because I want to see people mimicking what they did. So visually, when I watch a documentary, I want to see, may not be the original one.
Right.
I
right.
want to see the bodies. I want
Right.
to see what they did when they drove away. I want to
Right.
see that.
You want
And
to
it's
play
not
it
just
out.
because you have ulterior motives to meet these other men, huh?
No, are you freaking kidding?
Just wanted to make sure about that.
She's married. She's very married.
I've been married all my life. But I think Travis needs to tell his story in a document form, and I think actually Anton Pictures can do that for him.
I think so too.
I really
Absolutely,
do.
absolutely.
Yeah.
And the thing is look at what it will give to people
Yes.
when they get to see it. They could really learn about it. And
Yes.
I think a lot of people don't really know the story that much. And I think it could be very insightful.
It's insightful.
I got to ask you all something. It's the obvious question, and I'm sure that you've all probably had this in the back of your mind too.
Really?
Correct me if I'm wrong. But since this incident supposedly took place back in 1975,
I
right?
was 6.
Aren't you the
No, not
least bit surprised that there hasn't been any other documentaries about this?
There have been.
Oh, there have been.
There have
So why
been.
do we want to do another one?
Because each one is a significant story.
And we are doing from acting perspective. She's going as an actress, and we're gonna make Travis act. Because everybody, most of the people think he's not telling the truth. So he's already acting. So we're gonna take him to acting level 2. That's all.
That's it.
Okay.
Joe.
Very
should I wrap
simple.
it up? Joe, should I wrap it up?
So are we having somebody play all these people's characters that
Yeah,
were involved?
well,
in
We're
this?
all
We're
going to play.
improving.
We're all
but
gonna
but
play.
Travis is also going to be involved somehow or other?
Oh, and Travis will be the main lead
Okay.
in an older form, right? George?
Okay, and he'll be kind of like being narrating what's going on in a flashback
Well,
sort of way.
he's the producer.
He's
I'm
gonna
just.
act.
He's going to act too.
Yeah, with them. They go to the place where they got kidnapped, and he's gonna act.
He's
act
gonna,
exactly
even
how
though
he
he's
did.
in old form, the viewer's gonna know in time he's that age. He's older, obviously, from 75.
Okay.
And he's going to tell his story.
Okay, and are you going to do
And they are acting as
We're gonna
investigative
act.
reporters.
Okay, and are you going to do like a flashback also, so to play out the story as he's relaying it with the person playing his
It's up
actual
to
age
him.
when he does get abducted? Are you going to have that going on in the background somehow?
He just wants to know the editing part.
Yeah.
He doesn't know yet.
I'm not
Creators
talking about
only
editing, it's
create.
not, we're not at the editing yet. We didn't film it yet.
Right.
Yeah,
have to film it
wants to
first.
film
Right.
it.
But I'm just asking if you're going to intend to have that kind of
Yeah, that's
footage going on.
documentary. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
go back in time, then
Flashback
him
type.
talking with a screen behind him,
Uh-huh.
telling the story, and then you flip to an image.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's documentary.
All right. Okay.
I mean, that's my background. Right.
Yeah. Yeah. Very nice. Very nice.
Okay, well,
We're
great.
done?
I think we should wrap it up, yeah? Now.
Is it a wrap?
Yes. Thank you.
You're in North Hills. Could you drop us at North Hollywood? Oh,
Where's your
West
husband? Where's your husband?
I think he left.
I'm
No, he
actually,
didn't.
and I've got, I'm meeting a
have the
friend of mine
dogs.
down in Monterey Park, actually,
Oh, it's
too,
okay.
from here.
It's okay.
Okay,
He
so
said
let-
to
let-
take an Uber.
Let me wrap it up now.
He
okay?
did?
Well, we'll see. We'll see.
You know, those are our favorite three words sometimes when we're working on a
She
set for
lives
long
in the
hours.
valley.
You know, to
Yeah.
hear
She
it's
lives
okay.
in the valley,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Yeah.
You live in the valley,
No, I'm
right?
going to meet my cousin.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
It's okay.
Okay, well,
Don't
anyway.
worry. Don't worry.
Fielder 90211. I'm Tiffany Rothman. With my co-host today is Sean Francis and our two wonderful guests, Elisabeth Carter and Kelly C. Ryan.
Thank you for having
Thank
me.
you so much.
It
Thank
was
you.
really
Thank
fun.
you.
It was fun.
Yes.
It was
I had
great.
fun too today with everybody. Thank you so
Yeah.
much for
Yay.
wonderful.
Thank you, Tiffany. Thanks,
you.
Sean.
Thank you,
Yes, for
Tiffany.
wonderful contributions. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
And
Thank
thank
you.
you, George.
George.
Thank you.
Anton
Can't thank George
Pictures.
enough. Yes.
Thank you.
Please. Okay, now let's take a picture.
Okay.
The key moment we've all been waiting for.
Yeah.
Oh, we're doing picture.
Oh, we
Yes.
are?
Yeah. Yeah, we're behind you.
Pictures, autographs, champagne, you name it.
Sean, what do you think of my new hair?
Boy, you had different hair?
T1.
Did you have different hair?
Yeah, I was a brunette.
Oh, I love it. Whatever you're doing, I love it.
Well, it's.